Hey YouTube, this is Kevin Bowen of Bowen Small Engine, and if you followed the last two videos, at this point we're ready to put in some gasoline in this really old, abused, and neglected tiller engine, which is actually a Quantum 6 horsepower. I have ground the valves and ground the seats, but guys, I got to be honest with you, I knew this engine was going to be trashed pretty much when I did all that, because the valve guides were worn pretty good. Okay, now granted, I could put bushings in them and I could salvage this engine, but this engine also has other issues such as the gas tank leaks, and there's a bolt that's on the coil that's actually broke off. So there's issues with this engine that basically make it a worthy candidate, shall we say, of this torture test that we're going to put it through. I want to note that my stepdaughter and I have been curious for a while as to whether you could actually take vegetable oil and mix it 50-50 with Pennzoil motor oil and have it properly lubricate a Briggs engine. I seriously doubt this is going to work, okay? I have no real faith in it, but I am curious to see how long it will actually hold up. Now, I do know from my past fixing these engines, okay, that valve guides, even though they're worn, with regular oil, as long as you apply regular oil to it, those engines can last a long time. So it's not like this engine doesn't really run. It actually runs pretty decent, okay? But let's be honest, there's no way I would take an engine that's in this condition and try to sell it and make any money on it. So that's the reason why we're doing this video. That, and it's humorous as hell, to be honest with you. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and add gasoline to this engine, and I'm going to try to start it with the vegetable oil and Pennzoil motor oil mix that we applied to it. And I will keep you guys updated on how long this engine actually lasts, okay? I know there's no way that we can film this engine in its entirety, okay? Or longevity, I guess you could say, of this engine in its entirety. So I will keep you updated on potentially how long this engine ran before it blows up, okay? Because I truly do expect it to blow up. It may surprise me. But basically, guys, like I mentioned in the other videos, I've been trapped in the house for days now. I had a TIA, or a mini stroke, in my right arm. I don't have a lot of feeling in it. It's still sensitive, and to be honest with you, I am absolutely going stir crazy because it's left me extremely weak in my right arm. So I wanted to do something that would basically cheer me up a little bit, so I basically came out and I decided I was going to put this clunker back together and let's see if the vegetable oil will actually lubricate it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on choke, and I'm going to fire this up. Hopefully it'll fire up. I have no idea. And like I said, guys, I know that most of you realize that I'm right arm dominant, okay? But I'm going to have to pull this engine over with my left hand. I can start that now. That was cold. That engine was cold. I can't believe it fired up that good. Mixture would have killed the engine by now, guys. I can't believe it. about 20 minutes if this thing actually holds up that long. I cannot believe they started on the first corner. I really cannot. Guys, I swear to you, that engine is cool, okay? It had not been run today at all. My stepdaughter can verify that. We just literally came out of the house and started making these videos. That's incredible. Especially for one with a worn valve out. You have to admit though, the old engine doesn't sound bad. So, basically guys, this engine's running. As I say, I have no idea how long it's going to last. But we will keep you guys updated. We're going to run this thing until it blows. Assuming that it even does blow. I don't know. I can't believe that it hasn't smothered the engine out, okay? The vegetable oil. So that's really shocking to me. I knew that straight vegetable oil likely wouldn't even get the engine started. Little did I realize by mixing the Pennzoil with the vegetable oil, this could actually even work. And so far, you guys can see, this shit's actually working. So, I'll keep you updated until the next video, YouTubers.